previous episode, we actually found this village. And so what we're going to be doing for this episode is we're going to try and sustain ourselves. We're going to get some actual food sources that we can regrow. We probably won't find the place that we want to build our house for a hot minute, because most of what we're going to be doing right now is just exploring the village and seeing what we can find. The area where we're in. I want to write down the coordinates in some fashion. So let's see. Here's a nice potion brewing stand that we can take note of later. I don't think there's anything else, though. Let's see what the merchants actually have to sell us. Hello, good sir. 32 rotten flesh for a single emerald. That's actually not horrible. And then let's check this building over here. Looks like there's a blast furnace. I'm actually going to take this blast furnace. Maybe. Let me toss some of this, what do I not want? I have plenty of wool now, so let's toss the string. Shit, actually. I need the string so that I can make a fishing pole. Let's toss the bones. I can always get more bones. Blast furnaces are a little bit more expensive to make. And then what don't I need? I can always get more gunpowder. Can always get more dirt. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to toss the dirt. We're going to toss the gunpowder. And we're going to try and make a fishing pole really quick. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. There we go. Ooh. Alright, so the fishing pole's made. So what I want to do, now that I actually know where this village is... Oh shit, there's another village! Oh my god, we gotta go look. There's another village! What? Out of it, aside from whatever is actually in the chests. This is awesome. This village is so large. I'm definitely going to have to try and monster-proof this as much as I possibly can. I want them to remain with their professions, but I am going... Ooh, obsidian, apples. I'm going to take the apples. Everything else can stay in here. So, I need to try and make this village as monster-proof as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clear out this cave. I'm going to make sure that the cave can't spawn monsters inside of the village. I mean, they can't actually get up here. But they can fall down here. Ugh. Okay. We're going to go on a little adventure. I heard a skeleton while I was walking over. Alright, there's the skeleton dead. I'm going to go ahead and light this cavern up so that the monsters can't spawn inside of the cave and then move up towards the village. I want to keep the village as protected as possible, largely because it will allow me future trades. And the future trades are going to come in super handy. There's some cave mushrooms. So one of the primary reasons why I'm walking around with the torches in my hand as opposed to the sword is so that I can see, thanks to dynamic lighting. And then I have the shield out for obvious reasons, defense against skeletons. We're going to go ahead and be able to put dirt there and then just break that. Looks like I've already been down that direction. So it's just a loop, for the most part anyway. And then I don't suspect anything's going to come from that side too often. It is almost nighttime, so we will probably have to bed down in the village. I'm going to move my microphone just a little bit so it's not as close to my keyboard. All of the noises. Alright, and then we can just walk up this one. So we are going to take this... We do have room. We are going to take these hay bales so that we can steal the wheat and make some bread. That's going to be pretty lucrative. It doesn't seem like these locations have a lot of... Oh, this has 2 bells. Nice. So this village is actually quite a bit larger than the previous one. Let's see what that building is. I don't think I see any other villages in the distance. So we're probably looking at the only 2 villages around here. This looks like it could potentially be a tanner. Yeah, this is a tanner because it has leather boots and whatnot. That's awesome. And then let's see. We're just going to look around and see if there's anything worthwhile to take. I don't think there is, though. I'm pretty sure most of these buildings are going to be... Okay, so this is a stone cutter. That's cool. That can be used to make varying blocks. Okay. So for the most part, this village seems pretty large. I'm probably going to end up making some improvements to these as time goes on. That's probably going to be a large project that we'll end up doing at some point. We're going to take all of their extra hay bales. Man, they have a lot of hay bales. This is going to come in exceptionally handy for when I actually need to plant my own food. I do need to get some seeds at some point. We're going to chill out in this village for tonight. We're going to sleep, and then we are going to look for a location to actually build our own home. Let me see if I can't sneak this guy's bed out from underneath him for now. Okay. So now the goal is to try and find out a place to actually build our own home. There's a smaller village that direction. This is the larger one, so I want to try and make this one a little better than that one out there. So let's see. I am going to find a location, and then we'll be able to dump some of our stuff down. So I'm thinking we could head north. Pick up some wool along the way. We're gonna head. So we're gonna move a little bit further this direction. I like how those little hills over there are looking so... Oh, and they have sunflowers on them. That's gonna be cool. So we're gonna run all the way across. We're gonna go ahead and start surveying an area to build the house. There's going to be a main hall, and then there's going to be several different smaller rooms adjacent directly off of the main hall. We're definitely... Oh, wow, this is actually much larger than I thought it would be. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will work out just fine. So we are going to flatten it just a tad. We're going to remove this layer. Okay. So what I want to do with this dirt is I want to try and extend it just a little bit this way so that I have more room to build, and I don't necessarily have to worry a whole ton about boundaries. So let's see. I want the bedroom that I'm going to have to face the sun towards east. So let's figure out. I think this is east, right? So let's double check. That's not what I wanted. So this is east. And so I also kind of want the main hall to be on this end too. I want it to be facing... that's a good question. The main hall could face this direction. I am going to have to end up making a bunch of stone brick because that's the material of my choice. That's the material of choice here. There's a ton of sunflowers in this area. Supposedly sunflowers actually help ward off zombies, but I have zero clue about that one. Alright, I'm out of dirt. So I think we're good here. So the entryway is going to be at least 5 blocks wide, right? It's 4. This is 5. Okay. And then I want it to be... I mean, this will be pretty large, right? That'll work out. And then I want there to be some sunlight streaming in. So let's see. So it's going to go 3, and then another 3, 3, 3. I want there to be at least 3 large windows. And that can be in the middle. And then finally, that's the end there. And that'll be a relatively large main hall that I think will look pretty good. And then I need 5 blocks from here, which will be there. And we're gonna have 3 blocks there. That'll be perfect, actually. And then these particular ones don't necessarily have to be windowed, but I want there to be at least 3 large windows on this side so that sunlight can stream in. Potentially 5. Cool. Alright, so we have this section here. And we are getting close to the sun setting. So let me go ahead and dig around for my crafting bench. We're going to set that down. We are going to have to go get some spruce trees. Spruce trees are going to have to be a must for this particular build because I like the way that spruce looks over any other kind of wood. But for now, let's go ahead and grab an oak tree so that we can make some beds. Okay, what's that over there? I think I see some oak or spruce trees that way. So we'll be able to do something with that eventually. And then I know the direction that we came from, west, will have a ton of oak or spruce trees there too. So let's go ahead and make a bed really quick. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to build a small foundation for my base. So we're going to dig this main section out, and we're going to also replace the blocks underneath this area too. Okay. So now that we have all of the actual interior section where the flooring is going to be dug out, we're going to start working on the actual foundation blocks. And so the reason why I do these foundation blocks is because whenever I make pathing, it'll make this look a lot better. Okay, excellent. So I do want to make a mine, but I like separation in a lot of the stuff that I do. So let me see. This is actually perfect. This is where I want the mine to be. We discovered 3 villages in total. It's pretty phenomenal. So I think as the sun sets on our new homestead, or what will be our homestead, we'll go ahead and call this episode, and I will see you guys next time.